Guys, my name is Borat. The beast has been unleashed. What's up, guys? With eyes inside your head, you will be watching a Yemen gameplay. This is me, Master Fizza, Assault, and Heroes. We were playing, I don't really know the other team's name, but it was Pluto, Vinsanity, The Legit, and it was somebody else. Hold on. Phase, Impulse Phase, Adam's old teammate. This is a Yemen gameplay, but the gameplay is not really what I'm talking about. But I am using the PDW. Most people do not like the PDW after the patch, but I only use it on two maps, being Yemen and Slums, because those are two long-range maps, and I feel as the PDW is the best submachine gun for long-range fighting because it has, I don't know, I just feel it's the most accurate. But anyways, today I'm going to be talking to you about how I think about the AM attitude and its perspective that a lot of AMs take that isn't needed. Now, right now I'm going to pause the game and tell you about the number of plays that's also made in the AM community. Now, this is a play right here. Right now, we're up 14-1, and at all times, you never want to give the opposing team any time on the first hill, just because it's the first hill and it's just a bridge and it's wide open, and it's just how it works. You never want to give them time on the first hill. But if you can get time, you can try to get time if you want. Now, you see, I'm going to get in the two-piece right here. It's kind of huge. They both run the same way. They didn't have no communication right there. I think with that two-piece, that stops them from getting probably about for 14 more seconds, which would have tied them up or at least gave them the lead before us. I mean, ahead of us a little bit. Now I'm going to be rotating to the street house spawn as a sub. Now you always want to get inside the hardpoint and have your ARs right up top. But I think they're about to break this hardpoint pretty easy because right now it's like a 2v4 as Hero gets a two-piece down low. But let's go back on to the topic of the gameplay. And yeah, I died trying to pick up another gun. But I want to talk to you guys about the AM community, because there's a lot of things about our community that I don't really understand our thought process. Like, for instance, the way that we go about picking our teammates. We run with people and we decide and scrims that we need to win every single map with a team that's and most likely, if you're running as a team, you're going to be playing people who have already been a team, and theoretically speaking, that's just not how the game works. If you're running as a team and you're playing people who have already been a team, I mean, if you can beat them, that's nice, but the chances are that you're going to beat them your very first day of running is very slim to none, because they're already going to have chemistry over you, and chemistry is one of the most important things in this game. And you're about to see me and whoever this is get two-piece, because we didn't really have too much communication going on in this game. But back to what I was saying, now, chemistry is part of the biggest thing in this game, and that's one thing that AMs don't realize, that if you're running as a new team, that you can't expect to beat all the teams in this game. Now, this is another play I make. Right now, we're losing by 6 points, and you see that there's a kid on the car to the left of me. Now there's also a kid on the hard point. Now we need to break this right now, as he was just got a two-piece. Now so we have an advantage over the hill. The rest of his teammates are spawning down by the far left side, closer to church side, and they have to run up to the hill to come back to where. Now this is where I get a two-piece. I see a guy laying down, and they also have a hailstorm. I destroy that kid, and for some reason the hailstorm does not come from me. That was bad use of score streaks by the other team, so that gives us full control of the hard point. Now my teammates are going to start to rotate. It's about 27 seconds left. I get a call. There's somebody middle. I pick up an MA and I kill him. And I know he's going to spawn to the left of me at the statue, so I'm going to look statue and I'm going to get another kill on him, which gives me my Hellstorm. Now I do not get my full streaks, as I do lose a gunfight to Legit coming up on a rotation. Somehow I think I should have won it, but oh well. Now another thing I want to think about is AMs is, why aren't we more like pros when we have been free agents for over 8 months, and you know that there's other free agents available? Well, why do we always just want to run first and just see if stuff works out like that? Pros, they do not run with each other. They just pick each other up because they know how each other plays, and just if they know that they're a good player, they're gonna make it work. That they don't. I don't know. Like the pros and AMs think. I don't understand the AM thought process. It just really boggles my mind about how some of the stuff that some of you guys think. Now me, I think different than other UAMs, because I know, like I said, I know as a team that's just running for the first day ever, and we're playing teams who've been together for at least 2 weeks. I do not expect to beat those teams, and if I do, then there's something wrong with that picture. But I mean, it would be nice to beat those teams. I mean, I would make you feel like a lot stronger. But you have to think excuse me, tongue twister. Lyrically speaking, that you're not really going to beat all those big teams, or even not big teams, just good teams with good teams of 4 good players with good chemistry. So that's really one of the biggest things to me about AMs that we don't do at all. Now, but the next really thing, I just really want to know, like, why when we are free agents and have been free agents for so many months, why don't we pick somebody, like, why don't we just pick players up like that? Like, that's so confusing to me. I mean, if you've been a free agent for so long, then you obviously know that something that you're doing, that you've been doing, is not working. So, and you know that there's another free agent who's just a good player. Why don't you just pick him up and just make things work? If you were as good as you say you were, then you should be able to almost mesh with any teammates available. I mean, I think that's pretty much accurate and correct. But that is not the way all the time. And I'm really trying to fix me yawning in the commentaries. Every time I do a commentary, about over 10 minutes, I always get the habit of yawning for some reason. It's not like I'm really, like, actually tired. I'm just, I don't know, I guess my voice starts to crack and underneath his ear and almost to destroy that kid. That was Pluto. Well, Pluto's a good dude, though. I actually like Pluto. He's one of the only pros that I actually like. Him, Clayster, Too Quick, and I think there's another pro that follows me back on Twitter that I've actually talked to. But those are the three main ones. For each of them, there's a different reason. Pluto, I started talking to him about football. That's what made us get cool. Clayster, I was going to do a PA LAN with him. And Too Quick, he was the first pro I ever talked to from that kid Explicit. And he, when I was doing interviews on my Grand Amateur channel, he was the first person that I did an interview with. And I talked to him about, like, some of the stuff that most AMs will always want to know about the pros. So, but let's talk to some. Let's change the topic up and let's talk about the number of plays made per game. Most people do not know that in competitive, there's almost from each player combined, there should be about 20, almost about 15 plays that are made throughout the whole game in the hard point. In the CTF, there's like not as many because it's a whole different game type. But in hardpoint, there's a lot more plays that are made than that or even realized. Now, the reason I say that is because hardpoint, so you have to constantly rotate, and you have to steadily, constantly break the other people's heals. Now, this is another time I get a play. You see, right now, I'm very close to my score streaks, and right now the opposing team has the hard point. So if I kill this kid and I automatically get on the hard point, I will get streaks. But you see, there will be another, he has another teammate right behind him, and luckily I'm able to pick up the kill, and I get all my full streaks just because the hard point breaks. Now you get 375 points or 325 points. So I already got it either way, and I got a 2-piece, and I officially died by Insanity. And right now I have all my full streaks. And I have a Sentry Gun, a Lightning Strike, and a Hellstorm. Now maybe on this map, maybe a Sentry Gun isn't as useful. This is bad communication right here. My teammate called out he's in the hell. Now he does not know that there's 4 corners in the hell. I have to, like, if he would have made a more precise call out, I would have been able to pick up that kill. But like I said earlier, we did not have really good communication in this map. Right before this map, we actually had an argument, and we all got off all left the party. Well, not all of us, but some of us had left the party. But I thought when I was running with this team that this team had potential just because it was 4 good players. Like I said earlier, 4 good players. Sorry, guys. There's 4 good players that's on a team that is just trying to make something work. But unfortunately, that was not the case. This team really didn't work. Some players' attitudes didn't really mesh too well together. I guess right there I should have put my Hellstorm. I should have put my Sentry Gun down. It would help probably give us more time. But I don't know. I just thought since there really wasn't nobody there was no need to waste the Hellstorm. I'm gonna Hellstorm him back, which gives us a position. I saw a kid to my left. Let's see if I decide to push him, or if I at least check that. Well, I checked it, and yeah, I died. He's an AR. The legit was he was putting in work for him and Pluto. The Insanity really didn't do too good this map, but it's not really all about statistics, which is another thing that AMs need to pay attention to more. That statistics doesn't mean everything. Most people look at statistics more than anything in the game, but it's not really about statistics. It's just about the teamwork of plays and making plays as a team, not individual skill. It's just more of plays as a team, and how you work together. But I don't know, it's just most AMs in this community just don't realize that. And you see right now we're losing by about like 12 points, 12 or so points. So we really need this hill. This time is huge, and I think this is where Heroes makes a play, and he gets like a 2-piece on the hill, which gives us like the remainder time for this hill, which is very well needed. He has a shotgun. If you have a shotgun in church, it's very well. He actually killed him right here. Yeah, he gets his 2-piece right here. He kills Pluto with a headshot, and then he kills Legit, and we needed that time really bad. Now I still have the sentry gun. I have yet to put this down, which is I don't know why I did not put this down. Maybe I was saving it for the statue. Yeah, now I remember. I was saving it for statue. I'm putting it up top, so it'll help keep our spawns up top and help block the spawns for the enemy up top. On this statue hill, I thought you always want to be up top. And you see right now the score is 165 to 85. Though we're currently down by 20 points right now. Right now I'm roaming to see if anybody's coming from arch or anything rotating from the bridge. All of them are coming from treehouse. Every single one of them. They start turning around up top. I kill one impulse phase. Right now we're down by 10 points. And right now we don't have control of the hill. There's a guy in the glitch, and I die. Now, so we really need this to break this hill right now. We need, like, somebody needs to make some type of play on our team to break this hill right now. It's being contested. Nobody knows where he's at. I kill him. I finally kill him, and I'm going to die up top. Now, here's where we went wrong. If we had more communication, all 3 of our players would look. You see, all 3 arrows look up top. When the closer person should have just rotated and look up top. But anyways, that was the commentary. I just want to tell you guys about my attitude. And hey, let's get fucking down.